the channel. This is the Sunday, May 4th, 2025 Helium Miner Update coming to you from our world headquarters here in Portland, Oregon. Beautiful day out here. It is sunny, a little blustery. Got my stocking cap on, though. Do have short sleeves, so super cool. Well, super nice. Anyhow, got the crypto update for the MNTD miners here. Um, been on a nice weekend. Hopefully, you're having a great weekend too. Out at the marina yesterday, getting some stuff done, getting stuff cleaned up. So, all good there, and just enjoying a wonderful weekend. So, as you know, we do these updates here on Sundays. Almost all the time, been pretty consistent. We've got 4 MNTD helium miners. We've got 2 here in Portland, Oregon. We got one over in Kailua Kona, our other world headquarters, and then our headquarters in Alpine, Wyoming. There. Anyway, not sponsored by MNTD. Those are just the miners that we had set up. Certainly have gotten questions from folks that have gotten other miners, and they're certainly available. You just have to be careful if you do get something that's not direct from the manufacturer, that it's not tied to another helium wallet, because if that's not released, then you'll basically have an expensive paperweight. But anyhow, this is just a hobby for us, so no financial advice. So I always like to throw that in there. That was what we were earning miners previously up until Helium Improvement Protocol 138 brought us back to earning helium T and 86 cents at the time of the recording of excuse me, got something there in my throat. At the time of the recording, while we're doing the live stream, down about 6% too. Typically, IoT and helium trade, pretty close together. Also tracking Bitcoin, 95,700. That is up about 1%, and then also Solana. $146.84, which is down about 1% or so for the week. Getting into our miners, and by the way, just Helium, it's just a decentralized IoT system, or connects IoT devices through hotspots, and then we earn the rewards for using our Wi-Fi networks and tying these the helium miners into the system. So that's what that's all about. Our Kona miner, that one's sitting in a hexagon with a couple other miners, and again, just talking about the hexagons. If you look at the helium coverage map, that is what they use to define the area that a miner is in. And if your helium miner is in a hexagon by itself, typically the earnings go directly just to that miner. If there's multiple miners, then they end up getting split up in between. So if you're looking to set up a helium miner, certainly looking at the helium coverage map is a good idea to get a feeling for what your earnings would potentially be. But again, like I said, this is just a hobby for us. So take that for what it's worth. Anyway, that Kona miner sitting in the hexagon with 2 other miners for 7 days, earned 0.406 helium tokens, down about 5%. So that's not great. But the 406 is that's pretty typical of what we've been doing. Portland 1, that one's sitting in hexagon with 5 other miners. That's down in our little office building here, Northwest Portland. Earned 0.165 HNT for the week, down about 16%. And then our Portland 2 location, that one sitting in hexagon by itself. So you kind of compare that to being in hexagon with 5 other miners. 100.428 helium tokens, also down about 4% for the week. One of the things here, just to compare and contrast, is that Kona miner miners in the typically that one recently has been earning more. Let's get back into the. Looks like we got disconnected there for a second. But anyway, it looks like having being in a more urban area and being in a hexagon by itself, that's actually doing better now than the more tropical areas. So yeah, Portland 2.428 helium tokens. So good news there, but still, like I said, down about 4% for the week, but pulling ahead of the Kona miner. And then finally, Alpine. It's a small town, about 1,200 people. We're about 35 miles southwest of Jackson. That one, over the last 4 or 5 months, not been doing much. It is connected, but we are. Uh, there's no other miners currently around it, so since it can't communicate, it's not performing any actual work there. So the Alpine miner has done nothing for the last 7 days. Totaling up the 7-day earnings then for the four miners, point 0 or 0.999 helium tokens for the week. So almost one helium token. That's down over last week. For 30 days, Kona miner has earned 1.839 helium tokens. Portland 1, 0.840 helium tokens, and our Portland 2 location, 1.916 helium tokens. So neck and neck there. Currently, the better. So that's where that's at. You compare that to if you've got those running out there. And then what we also better not walk off too far there. Disconnecting here from our network. On a 7-day basis, the four miners earned $3.85, even though that's really over three. But we have four. That's what we paid for, so that's what we are analyzing it with. And then on a 30-day basis, we've earned a whopping $17.74. So you can see why that's a hobby. Why this is a hobby. And then what we do is we take that $17.74 and we'll divide that by 30 to get an average daily rate, extrapolate that out over the 365 days for the year, and what we end up with is ROI currently of about 13.5%. I think last week we were in the low 15s. We had a stretch here a couple months ago where we were, in the single digits, but typically we've been in that 13% range. 15 is probably on the high side. Last year we were in the low 20s. So just to kind of give you an idea of what that ROI is. But again, just a hobby. So, but since I'm an engineering geek, it's kind of fun to calculate stuff like that. So that is about it. No significant news to report on helium right now. There was some deals that Nova Labs runs the system. That they had made a couple of deals with a couple of telecom carriers to use the Helium network system. It basically, it's a less expensive way, and it can offload traffic off of cell towers. So that's one of those use cases. But we talked about that a little bit in the live stream last week. So not too much right now new this week. So that should about do it for the update. Feel free to leave some comments down below if you've got questions regarding helium mining, or just to kind of relay your helium mining experience as well. So hopefully everyone out there is having a great weekend. Hopefully you've got blue skies like this. Super nice. We will see you for the update next week. Cheers. Peace.